There we go. Got him.
Good evening. It's 6:30 on Wednesday, August 18th, 2024. Thank you, Mayor. I'm an easy target, okay. He does. Gets me all the time. Okay, everything else is Good evening. It's 6:30, Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. We are here at our clubhouse located at 4801 Lakeside Club Boulevard for our monthly Pine Ridge at Fort Myers Club Association Board of Directors meeting. Hey. Before we begin by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd like to take a moment to honor the memory of Jean Reed, Judy Foster, and Ken Dyberg.
Ken Dahlberg and Judy Forsyth.
All longtime residents who passed away recently. Please, a moment of silence. Thank you. Now let's all please stand together and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Michelle, would you please call the roll?
Sure. Looks like we have a full board, but John Mount,
Here.
Geisler,
Here.
Comtrino,
Here.
Coles,
Here.
Bill England,
Here.
Andy,
Here.
and me, Michelle.
Full board.
Full board.
Thank you, Eric. Next is our open forum. Do we have anybody who's signed up to speak tonight?
The first person we have is John Reese. I will keep this as PG as I can for the lovely ladies in here. Everybody knows I live in 9650 Green Cypress Lane. There's a menace in there. Everybody knows who he is. I'm not going to say his name. He has spit on my screen. He has called my mom the C word. He has called us effing a-holes this morning, which I deleted it. I put a camera on the patio. I've called the police, and they've said if it happens again, they'll arrest him. He's still harassing. My mom's 82 years old. You know her, Ann Hughes. She'll do anything for anybody in here. Okay? We need to get rid of him. He is a menace. He's a disgusting human being, and he's not a human being. He's not. And I'm asking the board, we have to get rid of him. It's ridiculous what we're dealing with. And I understand that you guys say, oh, we know. It's not good enough. You're not living it. We live it. Everybody in my building lives it. It's ridiculous, Bob. And you know him, John knows him. He's a ridiculous pig. And I'm done. Sorry.
Thank you, John. We do understand your frustration as you understand ours, because you've been right there involved with us trying to go through the process, which goes on and on, unfortunately.
Diane Ajun?
I just wanted to ask about the.
Could you come up here? I'm hard of hearing.
Step right up.
Where do you live?
Wait a minute, I just moved in 9105 Windsor Club.
Speaking to
No,
my thing.
9501. I don't even know where I live. Okay. So,
Direct it to the board
couple
and
of board
speak into
meetings
the mic.
ago, you
You
guys were talking about.
you can pick that up if you'd like to. Either way.
Couple of board meetings ago, you guys were talking about possibly looking into companies that would clean out those drainage ditches so that the water stops overflowing over onto everything, because they are not draining, and there's a lot of water, as you can see, not in all areas, but in a lot of areas. So I was wondering if you made any progress on that. No.
Thank you. I heard a no. And,
At
Eric?
this time, we're monitoring the situation and keeping an eye on the drainage, but there's not a lot of action to do anything. So
We have had a lot of things going on, and that is gonna get cleaned out, because those, like I said, the board agreed that we do have some humps going on in the ditch areas. Those need to be properly realigned, I'm gonna say. Next.
and that's all. We'll have the social club during the committee.
All right. I will call you. Thank you. Bill, you have a treasurer's report.
Minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I either have a motion to read or waive last month's minutes?
I make a motion that we waive reading the minutes from last month's meeting.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, Bill, would you please give your treasurer's report?
Yes, sir, I would. First of all, I just want to say good evening to everyone. I'm glad we have such a good turnout tonight. So I can report to you tonight that the treasury remains stable, even though we have less than 1% of our owners are in arrears. So good and bad, I guess you could say. Eric and I have been working on the budget along with the budget committee. We are hoping that by next month or next meeting, to be able to provide a ballpark figure for everyone to expect for the increase in the quarterly fees. We are looking to any method we can find to minimize the increase without sacrificing any of the services and to maintain a first-class community's requirements. We also want to make sure our reserves are 100% fully funded, which is a requirement that we have to do, and we are fully funded at this moment. I cannot set a date for the next budget committee meeting tonight due to an upcoming medical procedure. And once I know the date of the procedure, we will be able to email notice out to everyone with a date and time. Financial statements are always available for review. And if any of you have any questions about this, you can either speak with myself or Eric. And that's all I have on the budget committee of the treasurer's report at this time.
Thanks, Bill.
Short, but hopefully sweet.
John Mao.
I've got a few notes. Yeah.
Safety and lighting. Again, my heart goes out to John Reese and Ann. We've been after this individual for 6 years that I've been here. The police will just not take them away. In New York, they would have taken them away in a heartbeat. Again, you see somebody speeding that you have to keep your head up when you're walking. You got your earbuds on, that's a problem because you're not paying attention. Don't text while you're walking. Watch out we have a few speeders in here. And Eric promised me I'd get my lights and my light poles in the next month. Thank you.
I'm not gonna let you get
Thanks, John.
You win a lot of money.
The architectural review and the rules both have been updated, and now the board has copies of both of those items for review. The rules, I believe Eric has already sent for review, and next week the architectural guide will also go for review. So next month we'll have more news on that. Is there anything you'd like to add to that, Tom?
No, and it did go to the attorney. Eric copied me on that.
Yeah.
So he's checking it over now.
And we have had a lot of things going on related to old business. Eric has been working on quite a few things. We have been revamping the office, as you probably noticed, for all of you that are in here. We've got stuff going on with the seawall and the tennis court, which I'd like Eric to talk about all of that and his brief update. We're gonna have a special guest tonight, Nathan. So we're trying to leave adequate time for him, for you to ask any questions. Eric?
So just some brief notes of things going on in the community, because you want to get over to Nathan and our Xfinity representatives. Villa on Windsor, we've entered into a contract and are finalizing that sale at $275. The electronic access to the pool is going to be re-implemented over the next few days or next week. We're currently updating and reorganizing the office, like Bob said. The South Lake Fountain, we believe the capacitor is blown on that, it's going to be repaired. Our pool heaters, pool heater number 1 in particular, is having some trouble and it needs about $2,000 worth of repairs. Sarah will be back in the office next week, which we'll be happy to have her back. And hurricane season, still be ready. We've been lucky so far, but be ready just in case. You never know what's going to happen. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Oh, do you want me to talk about the shuffleboard? Or
Yeah, you can tell them what that schedule is.
the tennis court, pickleball, and shuffleboard. They're going to be working on that the week of October 21st, weather permitting. The seawall and riprap repairs, we approved that last month, but there's about a 90-day lead time that they require. So that will be probably October, November as well.
When's the office gonna be done?
Tomorrow.
Andy and Bill, who have been the main lead from the board on this negotiation with the internet. Again, I'd like to thank both of those individuals for all their time. And Andy, you have a little bit to add to that before we get to our main event?
Yeah, just that the Xfinity has started their switch over to our new contract a little bit early, which thank you very much, Xfinity. We have our new account representative, Nathan Regi, here with us, who's going to explain more about the Xfinity system and how it's going to work. But I hope everybody is going to save a few bucks out of this. I really do. And it seems to be working so far.
Okay, we do have a social club announcement. My wife's in Michigan with her niece who has cancer, so not a good day.
Okay, we have a couple of things. First thing is, it's not a positive thing. The band that we had signed or agreed to have it for New Year's Eve has canceled. They have disbanded. So the last 3 days, I've been on the phone contacting different production companies. And I do have one that is looking. He does have some people that might fit what we want. I haven't heard back from him yet today. I talked to him this morning. We did get one person that agreed to play, but way out of our price range, an 8-piece band for $8,500. So way out of our price range. So we're looking, I'm gonna put something out on front steps. If anybody knows of anybody that can play, please let me know. Also, we're gonna pursue avenues of DJs and whatever else we can find. If not, we'll have to cancel New Year's Eve because nobody will want to come without music. So we're gonna work hard at trying to rectify that problem. The next thing is we were talking about the lights, the money that we had raised through the luminaries to light up the trees, palm trees. And the member of the landscape committee said we can't wrap them around the trees because it could kill the trees. So the consensus was that we'd like to go with those floodlights that we could change the color of the bulbs depending on the season.
We can't wrap the Christmas tree, palm trees with lights?
That's what we were told. It damages the trees.
I think we can do it.
Okay. So if we really want to have something in place before this year, because these people have raised this money and told everybody it's for the lights, and now we're going to be again putting out money for luminaries. So we want to make sure that we're all set. And that's about it for me.
Thank you. Okay, Nathan, would you please give your presentation to our community?
Of course. Should I grab the mic there?
Yes, come right on up here. Would you like a chair?
No, I'll be fine. I want to have someone switch that stuff. Control it. Just on the side. The arrow, the right arrow. Yep. Hello, everybody. So obviously, we've had some changes in Comcast services here for you. So previously, you guys were on just a regular video bulk agreement with us, and everyone kind of did their own thing as far as the internet went. Through negotiations with everybody, we were able to come to an agreement to include your internet services into that bulk package, which is included in your HOA there. So I'm just going to go over a couple quick things, what's changing, what you guys are getting. I do see that you all have the paper there that has all the information on it, which is fabulous. Just ran out. Okay. Yeah, we will be mailing these out as well via snail mail. So yeah, so I believe those are going out sometime this week as well with all that information on it. So people will be receiving that as well, obviously for people not here either. So they have that. So
we'll go ahead and email that out tomorrow to everybody. Okay.
So what you guys are getting, a couple things here. So as far as your internet service go, everything should be up and running as of now. So if you already had internet service with us, you should already be seeing your increased speed that we're providing in this contract. So with your speeds, you're getting up to 500 megabytes for download speeds. A lot of people, I'm not sure who has what, a lot of people have all sorts of different things, but if you had something that was a lot slower than that, maybe 300 or 150, it's going to be automatically upgraded to 500 for you as of technically right now. So it should be working, should be ready to go for you. The modem, gateway, router, whatever you want to call it, is included in this package as well. So you're not paying an additional fee for rent or anything like that. We're comping that in the contract, so you don't have to worry about paying any extra fees on there. And then you can also upgrade the speeds as well. So if you think 500 isn't enough for you guys, or you got grandkids coming down, playing games, whatever it might be, there are options to upgrade those speeds as well, which we'll get into here in just a moment. For your TV package, I believe previous you were still getting 3 set-top boxes in the bulk agreement.
We used to have one X1 box and 2 DTAs.
Yeah, okay. So what we're doing now is we're switching all 3 of those to the X1 boxes. So all those are going to have the voice remote capabilities, which a lot of your DTAs, like the small little boxes that you have, don't currently have that. So we'll be upgrading those. And then you'll also be getting 150 hours of cloud DVR service as well. So if you guys like recording stuff, whatever you want to use that for, that's all included in there at no extra charge. As far as upgrade options go, like I said, you can upgrade any of the stuff if you want. You're just going to be paying the difference of what we're going to have here for you. And then it would just be going through your basic Xfinity app. So if you don't have the app already, feel free to download it. It works wonders. You can see outages. You can do pretty much anything and everything on there. So upgrade speed options, we'll just go through this quick. You can go up to an 800 megabyte option, which is $10 a month. The 1 gig, which is going to be $20 a month, so depending on what you want there. And then any additional TV boxes for TV service is going to be $10 per additional one. So anything past the 3 boxes that you currently have, it'll be a $10 charge per box. As far as the package goes, which I completely skipped over, you have the popular TV package. So it's our middle tier package that we offer, which gives you around, I think, 150 some channels on there. You can upgrade that as well to our ultimate TV package. It's only a $20 difference for that. The main thing that the popular TV doesn't have that the ultimate is going to have is going to be Valley Sports. Some of you might have seen stuff come through months and months ago saying that we're getting rid of Valley Sports because we didn't reach an agreement. They were doing some bankruptcy things like that. We were able to get them back, but only on the ultimate TV package. So if anyone wants to watch their out-of-state stuff, they can definitely have that as well. And then for anyone with home phone service as well, there's a $20 charge to get that Xfinity Voice, and that gives you all the unlimited calling, long distance, all the calling features, everything you want on there. So we do have a special for $20 on that also.
Were you talking about the more sports and entertainment package?
Yes. Yeah, so the more sports and entertainment package is also included in there. So you're going to get things like MLB Network, NBA Network, NFL Network. I believe there's going to be the crime and investigation on there. Turner Classic. Yep, Turner Classic's on there. CMT, I believe, is on there as well.
Red Zone.
Yep.
College conference channel.
Yep, SEC, CBS Sports will be on there as well. So you get a lot of stuff out of it, which is included, which is super handy stuff. Equipment. I'm sure majority of you have services with us. I think when we looked last, I think it's about 80% of the community already had our internet service, which was great. So one thing we do want to do as well, if you guys haven't already, is we want to hopefully get your equipment upgraded as well. So the modem gateway you see on the left, or that white one, is our current one that they have. It's called an XP7. If you don't have something like that, and it's very similar in size, but it's black, we do prefer that you switch that out to upgrade to the XP7, because that's going to work a lot better with the speed that we're giving to you currently, and in the near future as well, as we work on upgrading this community to fiber optic as well. So, and then the set-top boxes, those are just a couple examples that we have. We have a couple 4K ones as well, but these are your standard boxes that you're going to get for your X1. The top one is going to be like the main box that you're going to have probably in the living room, something like that. And the bottom one, the small one, is what we call a flex box, which is wireless. So if you want, to have wireless ones instead of plugging in coax, things like that, we do have that option available for you. And then the voice remote is there on the right as well, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with that already. But Phenomenal product there. I use the voice all the time because I can't remember channels, so it comes in handy. So a couple options to get new boxes installed, or if you didn't have internet with us before, to get that installed as well. A couple ways to do it here. So if you want and you feel handy, you can definitely install. Basically, what you can do is go to one of our retail stores, either on Dandy Drive there in Fort Myers, or we do have one in Cape Coral as well on Pine Island Road. You can talk to one of our reps there, and they can set up an install for you guys to get that. To get all that installed for you. There is no install fees either for this, so we'll get that to you in a second. But like I said, you can pick up your boxes, your gateways, whatever, pick them up, plug them in, go through the setup process, and you'll be good. With a free install, I probably wouldn't recommend that because it's a free install. So I'd prefer everyone to actually schedule a tech installation for a tech to come out and hook everything up for you. Make sure your devices are connected to your internet, things like that.
And they'll also show you how it works. Some
Yes.
of you might not know it, how they work, but they'll take the time to show you how it works. So
Yes.
ask questions. And
Yeah, they'll walk you through, make sure everything's good to go, make sure you kind of understand how the system works and whatnot before they head out. So feel free to ask questions for when you have them out there too. So the second option is going to be the professional installation, which again is free for everybody, so there's no charge of $100. So I highly recommend you guys doing this, just because it's going to make it a lot easier for everybody to do that. Again, you can go into the retail store and you can have someone scheduled for you. If you don't want to go into the store, you can feel free to give us a call on our customer care number, which is over on the right side there, which I believe is also on the paper that you have. So you can start calling in as of today to start getting that stuff set up and ready to go. Again, the bulk number there for you guys is 800-934-6489. I do recommend that when you do call that number, call from the number that is on file for your account, just because it's going to pull, the system's going to pull up your account a lot easier. If you call from a random number that's not associated with the account, it's going to be a little bit harder for the system to recognize it. So I do prefer everyone to call with whatever number they have on file there. And then these are just a couple extra additional services that we offer through Comcast. So one of the main ones that we do have right now is Xfinity Mobile. That is our cell phone service that we have available for you guys. The nice thing with it is we run off of Verizon towers. So any kind of Verizon service that you currently have, if you have Verizon, you're going to have the exact same service with us. So we're basically paying a premium to Verizon to stay on top of that cell phone, basically the coverage, so we're not getting throttled down, things like that. Deals are pretty good right now as far as what you're looking for. One line starts at $40, two lines $60. You're basically just adding $20 for every line after that. So we do have that. It does give you unlimited calling, texting data, it gives you all that stuff included in there as well. So it's pretty similar to pretty much any other service provider out there. And we do have phones that you can buy, obviously, payment plans, things like that too. So all the same stuff you get with Verizon, AT&T, whatever, you'll get the same benefits with us. We do offer a new package that came out not too long ago called Stream Saver. I'm sure some of you might have seen this already. So it's $15 a month, and you get 3 different streaming services with it. You'll get your Peacock TV. So if there's any Premier League fans in here, or people want to watch reruns of The Office, things like that, those are all on there. We're constantly changing stuff, adding stuff on there as well for new movies. You'll get your Apple TV Plus with ads, but you'll get Apple TV Plus on there as well. And then you also get Netflix, which is just the basic one with ads as well, which you can also upgrade if you wanted to not have those on there. But all that's $15 a month on there. And basically what you do, if you wanted to get signed up for something like that, you would just go through your X1 box that you have at home, so your main box that you have. If you just talk into it and say, Netflix or Apple TV, it should pull up that app for you, and it should have you log in or create something to do that, and the system will recognize that, you're part of Xfinity. You'll get that $15 streamer bundle there for you. So if you already are paying for something like that separately, just go on the X1 box and log in with your current login information, and it should just switch everything over for you as far as that goes. And then last but not least is our storm-ready Wi-Fi. So this is something that we also are pretty big on down here, obviously, for hurricane season and whatnot. So what it is, it's basically, it provides a backup in case there's any network outages, power outages, anything like that, up to 4 hours on the battery backup. And basically what's going to do is going to go off of a 4G LTE cellular network. So when you have your internet disconnect, it automatically clicks on, and you're not even going to notice that there's any downtime in there. It's a seamless transition from that to that. So we do recommend this. Obviously, hurricane season's here right now, so we do obviously recommend this as well. So that's something that you can add. You can pick up the, I believe, the device from the store as well, and they can get you hooked up with it. It's $7 a month, so it's not very expensive for 36 months. Or if you just want to do a one-time fee of $252, you definitely can as well. Do you have a question? Oh, okay. Okay. But that's one of the other products that we have as well. It's very useful. Yeah, but it's also an extender as well. So if you have spotty coverage in your house somewhere, instead of trying to have your own extender, or if you get like a Wi-Fi pod from us or something like that, this can also replace that as well. So if you're having, you're on one side of the house and you can't get connection on the other side, that's going to help out with coverage over there as well.
Nathan, what's the upcharge for the streaming service without ads?
I believe, oh God, that's a good question. What is Netflix now? I think Netflix is at 15? So it'd be about $15. So it'd be what? Probably another $7, $8 on top of the $15 that you're paying for. You definitely want to check on Netflix website to see what their prices are, because they're changing every 2 days, I feel. So I definitely recommend checking that out. But yeah, sounds like around probably another $7, $8 at least to go ad free on Netflix. And I think Apple TV, I believe, is $10 for that as well. So if you had all those separately, you're spending about $30 all separately with that. So it knocks your bill down in half if you want to do that or add stuff, whatever it might be. So, but that is all I really got for you. So I will open it up for any questions, comments, or concerns. Go ahead.
The changeover to the new account, are you doing that, or do the owners have to call up and say, hey, you need to change my account?
Yeah, so everything should be already updated in the system. You shouldn't have to do anything. So we updated all of our billing stuff on the back end, so your accounts should be as of now in our system that you are on this new internet speed with the TV and all that stuff on there. So
if you received a bill, it may have been cross paths in the mail at the time that the switchover occurred. So you might want to call in, and you may have a credit or prorated credit or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm sure, some bills probably were printed and sent out before this happened. So all that stuff should get, I guess, retroactively credited on the account and whatnot. So feel free to call in, go to a retail store as well, and they can explain exactly what you need to pay, if anything, or if you're going to get credit back or anything like that. In the gray.
If you have them professionally install the equipment, do they bring the equipment and do they pick up your old equipment and take it back?
Yes, they will bring up the new equipment for you, make sure they can install it all, and they'll take all the old equipment away from you as well, so you won't have to worry about it. Nope, we'll save you a trip. Yes.
The router that you guys have for us, that's something that we lease?
So the router, so for like your internet, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, so that is included in this new deal. You're not paying any additional fees for it. So if you're technically paying for it now, that's going to go away.
Now, I have my own router that I bought out a couple of years ago.
So you're going to get a brand new one included with this for free. You won't use yours anymore because this will work better.
Right. I would recommend using ours just because it's going to have a lot more security stuff.
The router that they are going to put in is property of Comcast, so they have to maintain it. But at the end, or when a new one comes out, you have to return it and then you get a new one. But it's going to be included for the full term.
Right.
That's what I was asking.
And we'll replace it for free if something happens to it or it's just malfunctioning, whatever. We replace it for free anyway, so you don't have to worry about going up and buying another one if you're using your own. So highly recommend using ours. Yes.
Something about, they have to change something if you have your own streaming, like I have Netflix.
Laura, can you stand up? We can't hear you.
Thank you. Big mouth. My question to you, if you had said your streaming programs were going to have to be hooked up to the X1, am I correct? Okay, now, does that mean our streaming won't work until we get the X1?
No, everything still works as normal. I'm just saying, if you want that specific bundle deal, then you go through that X1 box, through the apps on there, and that'll trigger it.
Already have streaming, it just stays the same. Like I
Correct.
already have Netflix.
Yeah,
If you want
if
to
you,
keep what you have, it should stay the same.
yeah, if you don't want to do that bundle, you don't have to. These are just all optional things. These are, you know,
When I called up and I got my thing to figure out what was going on, I don't know, they said you got so many sports channels, and I thought they said we had Peacock.
I think Peacock might come with the.
We used to, I know, but then I got a thing in the mail saying that we were gonna have to start paying for Peacock. But that
I
was-
think, yeah, that was sometime, I think in 2023, I think is when we started to do that. So I believe Peacock is not included anymore.
The bundle is a pretty good deal because one of them, oh, it's with the ads. If it was without the ads, it'd be a very good deal. That bundle, because Netflix is $15.
Right, yeah. No, makes sense.
That's my only question about the streaming.
Sure, thank you. Yes.
What's the difference between the Stream Saver and Stream?
So the Stream Saver, that's just what we call the bundle. So the Stream Saver is the bundle with the three services, your Peacock, your Apple TV, and your Netflix.
Because I can watch Stream on Xfinity. It's,
So like, you mean Xfinity Stream?
yes.
Yes, so that's through our app. So we have a separate app if you have our TV service where you can use that to stream it to your iPad or your phone or whatever it might be. So that would be the difference between two different ones.
All right, but there's no cost for that.
No, for the Xfinity Stream app, no, there's no cost for that. Nope. Yes.
Does the TV come through as HD or regular?
It'll be both. You'll have the option for standard def and high def. Typically, if you go to a channel and it's in the standard def, it's going to automatically say, hey, do you want to switch to high def? Or it might just automatically switch you right away, depending on how you're connected to the TV, but it should switch you over to that HD connection.
Seems like I've been being charged to have HD as an upgrade, an extra charge on my account.
Shouldn't be.
I've been paying it.
We can take a look at that. I'll grab your information after this and I'll take a look at it for you.
What about 4K?
Yes, so 4K is kind of a more of a, I wouldn't say special request, but if you do have 4K TVs, which I'm sure a majority of us do nowadays, you can definitely request one of those either from the store or when you do call in to schedule a technician to come out, you can definitely request for a 4K box as well.
Do a lot of the channels broadcast in 4K at this point?
Not a lot. I mean, they'll probably have your basic like local ones maybe, but there's still tons of channels that have no 4K resolution to it yet, so.
Right there, stay with the regular box.
And that is a 4K.
So the one up there that you see up top is a 4K box as well. So that's what it would look like if you did want one of those.
Well, we're gonna get 3 remotes, right?
Yes, 3 ones. So yeah, each box will have its own remote and they'll all have that same voice remote connected to it. So you won't have those, I don't even know what we use anymore for the older ones, but yeah, you'll have one of those upgraded ones for sure.
Nathan, did you say, this has been turned on already?
Yes.
In our area?
Yes, it is active as of now.
So we should be getting a higher speed?
That is correct.
Okay, I just ran a speed test today. I'm still at 120 download and 22 upload. And I've been at that for a couple of years.
Okay.
Do I need to sign up or reset or something?
Yeah, maybe reset your mode.
Just reset the box?
You have the XP7, you have the white one there?
No,
No? Okay, that could be,
it's an old box.
okay, that could be an issue also. So What he's saying is, so services should be, I'll get to you in a second. Services should be good to go as far as the 500 megabyte speeds go. If you do a speed test and you're not getting it for some reason, couple things that might be causing that. One, you might not have the correct box. Again, if you don't have that white box over there, and it's more of it's a black color one, you're going to have issues pulling that speed, so you'll definitely want to get a new one. If you do have that box and you're still not getting the speed, then I would just do a power cycle on it. So unplug it for a minute, plug it back in, let it boot back up. It may be just trying to catch the new connection that's coming in, but everything is good to go as far as your services go.
And it's a free installation, so call up and
Yes.
schedule your installation as soon as you can, because they're gonna get busier as we get closer to the season, and we're lucky to have this head start. We've got a couple extra months that we can get it all implemented. So please use that customer care number, call, schedule your time. You guys are pretty good with the appointments still. Please show up on time and get the brand new equipment, because that's gonna make it work a lot better than using your old antiquated.
Nathan, I still got a couple more questions. So that white box, that's the gateway though.
Right.
I'm using my own modem right now and router.
Okay, so you don't have ours. Okay.
No. So if I schedule an appointment, they'll
Yeah.
bring that out. But it's not gonna be connected to the fiber yet because the fiber's not installed. So does the wireless feature work then for the other boxes if we have the install now? So with that gateway, I'll be able to go wireless to my TVs? Okay. Is there a sign up I have to do or just reboot my DVR box now to switch over to the new service?
It should automatically switch over.
It has
Your
to.
TV services,
The new channels you should already have.
you should already have them.
Okay, I'll check the channels.
Yes.
I canceled my DVR service a couple of years ago. I have that box. Does that mean that my DVR will work now?
It should.
It will, yeah, because DVR is included in the bulk deal, so you should be good.
Which one of the new channels, so we can check to see if we have a new package?
Ooh, good question.
Did you bring channel guys with you by any chance?
I did not.
Do an NFL red zone.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
could
easiest one.
just NFL Red Zone, yeah, that would be easy, or NFL Network. Just go to your voice remote, just say NFL Network or NFL Red Zone, and it should pull up. If it doesn't, then obviously it didn't happen. There could be an issue. Yes.
When will they stop charging you for internet? Because that's the only thing extra I have, but I get it taken out automatically.
Right. So all that billing stuff will, if not already has, redone itself. So if you log into your Xfinity account, it should show that you're not paying for the internet. It's included like in your
It should show,
community.
it should show effective.
But they took it out last month.
It should show effective today.
Yeah.
Oh, so if we paid August, that's our last one.
Right. So you'll
There may
probably
be some prorated stuff. but-
Yeah, there's probably gonna be some prorated stuff depending on how your bill cycle works and everything like that. So
Came out
your
September
next, the
5th.
bill that you get, there might be some confusion on it, which
So that would
is
be
gonna,
for
it's gonna
August,
happen,
not
depending on when the bill was issued initially. So
Technically.
feel free to call it to the billing on the 800 number that's on the sheet there for you. Stop into a retail store.
Can we back up to the
They'll be able-
slide with the 800 number also?
They'll be able to explain it all.
Okay.
1-800-934-6489 should be on that lovely piece of paper that you have.
Mm-hmm.
The credit should be automatic.
But if you want to make sure, call
Yeah,
in. Call in and schedule your time at the same time.
When did it come in?
I would call in.
I mean, you shouldn't have to, but you definitely would
Either
probably
log in.
recommend just to make sure, peace of mind, And especially when it's just recently issued, I'm sure there's gonna be credits going back for this taking place.
Because we're getting 3 X1 boxes.
Correct.
What would we need a flex box?
So a flex box is if you just want to have it wireless. I believe those should be included as part of the X1 boxes itself. So you'd have that one main one installed, which is like, it'll have the DVR service, whatever on there, right? And then the smaller X1 boxes will be the ones that are in your bedroom, lanai, wherever it is. So it's just the name for it. It's an X1 Flex box.
Okay,
Yep.
So the bedroom
It's
will
just a-
be a smaller box.
Yeah.
Not the big.
Correct. Yeah, because there's only one big box that you can have in there, and then we can just do the smaller ones.
It has all the features.
That's what-
It has all the features. It's just easier to hide behind the TV or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, but it'll still have all the same features. You can still all do all the same stuff as you could on the regular box.
Now, before, we used to have an 800 number that was dedicated to us. It was the bulk center or whatever. So is that still going to be available, or is it
Use the new number.
use the new number?
Depending, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what number you had before, but I know there's a couple numbers out there. But the one up here, the 6489, is for the bulk group itself. So please save that in your phone.
The other one number that we had was dedicated to Pine Ridge, supposedly. And that way, when you dial that number, it pulled up your information.
Yep, this one does the same thing. I'm guessing it's probably just a newer number. Do you know what that number is?
She's getting it right now.
So 185, it still works.
Yeah, it's the same number we used to call, it's the same number I've been calling for a long time.
Yeah.
It didn't change.
Up on my phone, so it says current Xfinity plan up to 500 megabytes, download speed, and it said TV and streaming 125 plus channels. Is that it? Okay. So it's
Is that what
switched
you're
over.
doing?
Okay.
Should be.
She has your number now.
Yes.
It's 855-510-1609.
You heard of that number? I haven't heard of that number, so it could be an older number that we might. It sounds like it's still active, but it could be an older one that I'm not sure where it goes, honestly. I would highly suggest using the 6489 number, because that's the number that we use now.
I called that number a couple weeks ago, and it just put you into the main system.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, I never could talk to a person.
Sure. Yeah, disregard that old number, please.
2278?
Yeah.
I called them, they gave me $100 off my bill. So, luck of the draw.
Yes, Wade.
Is there any kind of a discount if you have your phones through Xfinity as well as everything else?
Yeah, typically you will get an extra discount. I believe it's a $10 discount that you can get on there as well. Do you have Xfinity Mobile with us now? Okay.
No, they said no. My thing
Is it,
We just went and had that on your check.
If you have the home phone, it's $20. We negotiated that rate, so everyone will get $20 for the home phone. And then the cell phone service, we'll have to check how that bundles back for the bulk, right?
They said, we just had ours checked, and it said the discount you were getting for the cell service, you would still get that. I think, what they say, $20 is what it was?
I think so, 10 or 20.
It's either $10 or $20 discount you would get if you have Xfinity, whatever it is for your.
I believe it's usually $10.
But they said that would transfer also. It did for us.
Yeah, if it did for some reason, I'll give you my information. We'll look at it, and I'll follow up with you and see what's going on with it. Yes.
The way I understood this was you could only download. The way I understood this, we have download through the cloud, correct? It's only through Wi-Fi, it's not through port, am I correct?
Well, it sounds like you're talking about two different things.
I'm talking about if I already did.
When you record a show, it's not recorded on the physical box, it's recorded in the cloud.
Yes.
And then you stream, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's why they can make the boxes so much smaller than they used to be. Because they have a hard drive.
I thought I did it.
Yeah, whenever, the DVR, it's all cloud. Yeah, it's all cloud-based, so whenever you do, it's not actually stored on your boxes anymore. Yes.
Is there actually any infrastructure that's changing? Do you have to put things under the ground now, or?
Yes.
We will be upgrading your community here starting roughly February. So that'll be something for later on. That's going to give you even better service than what you're currently getting. So there will be more than likely some type of construction stuff going on there as well. But that's, again, not starting until at least February.
Ultimately, this will be a fiber optic into your unit system. So they're gonna bring fiber into every unit, and that will give you unlimited speeds. But in order to start it early, they can run it over the legacy network, the old network that we have, while they're installing the new stuff. So at the beginning of next year, they'll start to install the fiber, and then they'll switch it over once they're ready to go. And they'll have another appointment for them to come to your house and connect the fiber.
Right, yeah, so it's gonna be, we'll obviously have more information on this once we start, and we'll do another presentation like this to make sure everyone's aware of what's going on and how it works. But it's basically fiber optic, so it's running through light basically, so you're gonna have a lot less issues than on your typical like coax connections that you have. But we'll get there in due time.
I have Xfinity Mobile now. Will that automatically change over? Do I have to make a change? Because it hasn't changed. Because my one line, I have a 1 gig line. That's that unlimited.
Oh, so you're on the pay by the gig.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can keep that, yeah, you don't have to change.
Well, it's cheaper to go with that.
$40. Oh, are you going over your gig usage? No, oh, okay.
0.96. Right
on the edge, okay.
Right on the edge. That's what I was just checking to see.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they're saying $30 a month for unlimited both lines.
if you have 2 lines.
Yeah,
So,
2 lines.
yep, okay, yeah, that's 2 lines would be 30.
I have one unlimited, one by the gig.
Unlimited is a better deal.
Oh, then yeah, just go with limited, that's fine.
Well, do I have to leave that?
Yes, you would have to physically either make a change through the app or go into the store and change it, yep.
So all the stuff that's automatic is just for the
TV internet.
Not for the mobile.
Correct. In case you didn't hear that, the changes for TV and internet are automatic. For Xfinity Mobile, all that stays the same. So if you were, on our old plans, like paid by the gig, things like that, and we mentioned the unlimited plan, that does not automatically change. So that's at your own discretion.
So we got a call if you already have Xfinity Mobile.
To change or?
If you already have Xfinity Mobile and you're happy,
you don't have to do
you
it.
can leave it alone. If you are, I don't know what everybody's paying. If you're interested in learning what the latest prices are, call in or visit the store and ask them and see if you can get a better deal. Mobile is a separate division.
Yeah, whatever you're paying now is what you're paying for your Xfinity Mobile. That should not change. But strictly just the internet TV is the thing that's changing around here.
So remember, if you check your speed at home and it's not any different than it was before, it's most likely because your box is outdated and you need to schedule that appointment, get a tech in to update your equipment.
Yeah, and it's free installation. Nothing's free. We're paying for it, guys, so use it. I recommend everybody get it professionally installed.
Please.
Nathan, you agree? Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Unless you want to be charged $100, we can do that, but I prefer not to. So please use the free installations. Like when you go to the store call in, when you call in, as long as you're calling from a number that's on file that we have, it's automatically going to pull up your account, so you don't have to do anything else.
call from the number that you normally call from.
They know it's all account.
Yes, because the system automatically recognizes it and shifts you over.
And we're gonna have Nathan back a few different times to answer questions and we might do some things during the day so he can answer questions and take a look at bills and things like that. But, want to take a last few questions, one or two?
I have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michelle.
It says on here that the professional installation is valid through the 31st of December.
2025.
Oh, okay, cool, thank you.
And that's for the
Right. Yes.
No, it's not that.
Oh.
Just wanted to ask you if anybody got a box delivered from FedEx that wasn't theirs. Was it?
If someone brings it up to the office.
I know, my sister's on the phone trying to figure out where
Nathan, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate your time. You did a great job.
Well, that's all the new business for tonight. So before I have a motion to adjourn, we'll take some comments from the audience members regarding tonight's topics.
Any more questions?
Anybody?
Last chance for questions about Comcast. Going once, going twice, sold. John?
Can I make a motion to close the meeting?
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Wait.
No, if we had something from somebody may want to ask a question about something else we discussed tonight.
Oh, no, we gave that chance.
Hey, everybody wants the guy out.
All in favor of adjourning the meeting?
Eric, want me to end stream?
Meeting adjourned.
I was being polite. For you, for the ladies.